Hi, I'm Omer and today we will be looking at this much awaited Suzuki Cultus 2018. So let's start. Our website www.bamwheels.com is live now. You can check it out. The shirt that I'm wearing now, yes, it's not the shirt that I wear all the time, but this shirt is available on the website for sale. So if you like it, you can buy it. And there are other designs as well. If you don't like this one but you like something else, that you can look at it on the website and you can buy it. Apart from that, you can also check my detailed opinion about this Suzuki Cultus, and other variants that are available in this car are also there. We have our Instagram channel. The link of that is given in the description. You can follow us on Instagram to see what are the cars that we will be reviewing in future. And if there is more likes on a certain car, then there is a higher probability of that car getting reviewed and published before others. We have Ramzan these days. I am fasting, and today it's an extremely hot day in Karachi. But when I found out that we can get this car today, I thought we need to do it today and we cannot waste this opportunity. So for all of you, especially for Hasib Good, he was one of our viewers from the very beginning. In the first, second or third video, he commented that he wants me to review a Suzuki Cultus. I could not arrange it for all this time, and a lot of people asked me for this. Hasib has stopped commenting and asking for this Cultus. Probably he doesn't watch my channel anymore, or he has stopped asking for it. But if you're watching this, Hasib Good, this one is for you. So Al Rauf, the dealership that has been giving us these cars to review for last couple of months, those are the guys that arranged this car for me when they found out that I am looking for a Cultus to review and I'm not able to find one. So a huge shout out and a thank you to Al Rauf for arranging this car and making this possible for all of you guys. Suzuki introduced this Cultus in 2017. It was to replace the first generation of Suzuki Cultus that they had since 2001. We have reviewed that earlier. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. World over, this car is known as Suzuki Celerio, which is an equivalent of Suzuki Alto, but in Pakistan we call it Suzuki Cultus. The reason of doing that is because Suzuki wants to enjoy the brand name of Cultus, which is liked by everyone. World over, Cultus is replaced by Swift, but in Pakistan they wanted to keep this brand name alive, and this is the car that they have. So as usual, we will look at all the interesting features of this car and then we will take it for a road drive to see how it drives. So let's start.
See, something went wrong with my mic while I was talking about this key. So let me just explain in a jiff. This is a immobilizer key that is coming with Suzuki Swift, Suzuki Liana and Suzuki Wagoner VXL as well. They all share the same key. If you unlock the button once, it will only unlock the driver side door, and if you'll unlock it twice, all the four doors will unlock. It's just like Suzuki Swift that I showed you earlier.
So coming to the front of the car, you have chrome grille, which is available in the VXL variant, which is this top of the line variant. The stripped down variant comes with a standard black radiator grille that does not have this chrome grille. In the headlight housing, you have indicator light, parking light and the headlight all in one, and there you have pre-fitted fog light. The fog light and this chrome grille is in the VXL variant, not in the VXR. Now I just noticed something when I'm standing here and looking at this headlight. It reminds me, and it looks extremely similar to the headlight of the third generation Toyota Vitz. From this angle, it looks extremely similar to that. These are the 14-inch alloy rims that are factory fitted in this car. These alloy rims come with 165/65/14 Euros tires, which are general tires basically. So yeah, The rims are good, the tires, I don't know.
One issue that I have with local Suzuki's quality is, if you can see, this is almost a brand new car, and if you can check the difference in color between bumper and the front fender, I mean, just look at it. So when you enter inside the car, the first thing that you see is your power window controls. Then you have this fog light button. Over here you have a storage space, small storage space. Your air vents have silver paint around them. Coming to the instrument cluster, in the center you have your speedometer, RPM meter and the digital screen. The digital screen is right now showing the odometer. You have your average, your range, your running average. These are the three features, and if you want more features, this is where you get them from. The total odometer, trip A, trip B, and that's about it. This is your clock and the fuel gauge. Now over here you have your hazards button and a Clarion concealed music system. Over here you have your manual climate control. Under there you have your storage space with this power outlet over here. Then this gear stock, if you know, in Japanese cars there are a lot of cars that have this gear position over here. So this car also follows the same pattern. Over here you have these two cup holders, then there is a storage space, and over here there is another storage cup holder. Now the car comes with two standard airbags in the passenger and the driver. Both have airbags, and you have a gloves compartment, which is a decent sized gloves compartment. Both the front doors come with door pockets, and over here if you can see there is this dotted fabric in there as well. Now the sun visor, the passenger side sun visor does not have any mirror. However, the driver side sun visor does come with a mirror. And over here if you can see, you have this dome light, just one dome light in the entire car.
Now sitting at the rear of this car, my knees are rubbing against the front seat while the front seat is reclined all the way at the back. I'm not too tall, I'm 5 feet 8 inches. So if I try to sit comfortably, my knees will rub against the back of front seat. The headspace is really nice. Over here there can be 2 adults and 1 child, not more than that. My head at the back, the headrest at the back, that isn't sufficient, so I feel my head is in the air. When you come at the door, if you can see, it's a complete plastic panel with 1 door pocket, and the door pocket also has the provision of 1 cup holder. Then there is power windows and pretty standard. The one good thing about this car is that, just like WagonR, this doors open really wide, so getting in and out of the car is very easy. So the front doors and rear doors, they open really wide. Coming to the back of the car, you have a high mount stop lamp over here, the ABS brake sticker over here, you have Cultus VXL 2 tail lights, the number plate is in the bumper. You don't have any space to open the trunk from here like the key insert. There's no such thing over here. To unlock the trunk, just like the car, if you press it once, the driver's side door will only unlock, and if you press it the second time, your trunk will open. So when you lift this up, your trunk is available to you. This is the tray, the cargo splittering tray that is available over here. These strings are on the both sides to lift the trays in order to give you better access in the trunk. The trunk size is not that big, it's a pretty small trunk, but when you lift this up and you have the spare wheel and everything over there. The rear seats are a split of 60-40, so in order to fold, you can fold them in 2 pieces. The passenger side seat is 60% and the driver side is 40%, so you can lift this latch and fold the seats in order to give it more space. So these were all the interesting features of this Suzuki Cultus. Now let's take this car for a road drive.
Alright, so now we are driving this Suzuki Cultus. The turning cycle is good. Okay, just like any other car with these general tires, the tires have a noise. Yes, the tires have a noise while you're driving the car, or rather you're trying to drive the car. About the visibility, the A pillars and D pillars are fairly big, and because of that your visibility isn't that optimum, but it's not a disaster either, so the visibility is alright. It's it's a local product, a Suzuki product. In my opinion, the price of this car is a little high. The fuel average is about 14 per kilometer. The car shares the same engine with WagonR, and the drive feels a little faster compared to WagonR because this is a smaller body when you compare it with WagonR. And I will be talking about it with WagonR in comparison because both are the same cars. But again, WagonR is for about 1.2 million rupees. This is for 1.4 million rupees. So 200,000 rupees difference is a lot of difference. And I don't know, I somehow cannot justify the difference if you're talking about the looks of the car. Yeah, maybe. Okay, one thing I just noticed, this gear positioning while shifting, this gear positioning is extremely good. So while I want to shift, I really don't need to move my hand very far away from the steering wheel, which is an excellent thing in this car. I really like that. Yeah, the pickup is definitely better compared to WagonR because it's a small body. Okay, so there is a little bit of knocking because I just shifted in the second while trying to incline. The speed was not slow, but yeah, there was a little bit of, okay, so the car just did a little bit of spinning of wheels. I don't know if you guys heard it or not. The car, I would definitely say, has come up to my, like, it is better than what I had expected this car to be. So yeah, this car definitely is handling and the drive is a little better than what I expected this car to be. But if I am to spend this kind of money, I would still probably not go for this car. I don't think I will. I highly doubt it. Now this material, it feels plasticky, but it doesn't feel like that Chinese plastic material. It feels a little refined plastic compared to the ones that we get in those Chinese cars, including FAR V2. So yeah, in comparison, we can also talk about FAR V2. The material is a little better compared to that, but it's a far cry away from any Japanese car if you would want to compare it with the Japanese car. Yeah, the body roll is also better. Like, you feel a very stable and less body roll compared to WagonR, and the reason again is because this is a car that is of a lower height, so yeah, you get lesser body roll. The air conditioning, cooling, yes, very important. The air conditioner cooling is extremely good. In the long run, this car won't give any issues in terms of resale because it is a local Suzuki product. The parts would not give you any issue. You will find all the parts extremely easily and extremely economically priced. So in a nutshell, yes, it is a good car, but price, I really don't think I can justify the price they have on this car. Price is a little high.
So that was all about our review of the Suzuki Cultus. Please let us know in the comment section what you think about this review. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then you can click here and subscribe. If you'd like to watch more videos, then you can click here and over here. And till next time, bye.